Hi guys, so today I am here to do my May wrap up and June TBR. This video is actually on time, which is really cool because it is May 31st and normally they go up late for me because I just have so much going on. So I'm excited to have this done relatively early or on time. So for the month of May, I ended up reading 3 books, which is not the best, but it definitely could have been worse. So I am excited to talk about the ones that I read for this month because I did read some good stuff, even though there were only a couple of books. And I feel like May was one of those wacky kind of out of sync months because the very beginning was really chaotic with the end of school and finals week and just not being motivated to do anything because you were fried from exhaustion. And then the second half of the month I got more into reading and I read a little bit more kind of fast-paced than normal, but it still only ended up with 3. I guess I will just talk about the ones that I read and then I will talk about my I guess I will just start with my wrap up as always, and then I will talk about my reading plans and the ones that I am planning for June. So as I said, I did read a total of 3 for May, and the first 2 I have are from the same trilogy, and that is the Hex Hall trilogy by Rachel Hawkins. So I did read Hex Hall, which is the first one, and if you are not familiar with this book or this trilogy, I did upload a spoiler-free book review for this, which will be linked below. But basically, this is about a 16-year-old girl who is a witch, and she is just a normal girl besides the fact that she's a witch. So she goes to a normal high school and she lives with her mom, and then she does a spell one day that exposes her magic and it kind of backfires on her. So she is kind of in trouble, and people that are like the magic council tell her that she has to go to a reform school. So she goes to this boarding school and she meets all these other supernatural beings, and then just things unfold from there. So if you want to know more about it, I will put my review below as I said, but I really liked this one. I did give this 4 out of 5 stars and I would highly recommend it. And this one took me a little bit to get into, but I read the second one, which is my next book, which is Demon Glass, and I loved this one. So I think definitely check out Hex Hall and jump into this if you have not, because I don't think it's a very popular kind of well-read series, but I know that there are quite a few people still who really enjoy it, and I am really liking it so far. So I did also read Demon Glass, which is the sequel to the first one, and I have not done a review for this yet, but I am planning on filming one and uploading that hopefully as my next video after this one. So come back and look for that if you have read this one and you want to hear my thoughts and kind of a discussion. The last one I read is probably expected because I've mentioned these in like every wrap-up video for like the past year because it's taken me this long to get through them. But I did finally read through Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, which is the 6th book, and I know that a couple of people are doing the Summer of Spells readathon about Harry Potter, and I feel like that is going on in June. So if you haven't read Harry Potter in a while, or if you've never read it, then you should definitely pull it out and participate in that. I feel like I am a little bit off schedule with that, although I do have the last one to read, so I might participate in that. But I did read this one and I really enjoyed this because I have read this one a couple of times before. You guys know I've reread the series a lot, but as far as this particular one, I have only reread this one a couple of times, not nearly as much as I've read some of the earlier books. And so it was really nice to go back through this one since it's been a long time since I've actually read this one, and to kind of re-experience some things and remember them, and a lot of it was kind of new for me from not remembering it. So I really enjoyed this one. Those were the 3 books from May. Now in continuation for those series for June, in my TBR, I of course am going to continue on with the Hex Hall trilogy and read Spellbound, which is the 3rd and final one. I have started this one. I think I'm like 15 pages in, but I am trying to not really dive in yet until I do a book review for Demon Glass. But here are the 3 together. I just love the spines. They're so pretty, and I think the front of the covers are okay, but I love these. I think it's so pretty and I love the color. So I really wish there would be like another one that was green because that would look really cool. But I will be continuing on with Spellbound. I'm sure I will finish that one in the next few days because those are really fast reads. You guys, the next one, this is like so depressing. Like, this still breaks my heart, and it's like 7 years later. But I will tell you guys a secret that not very many people know about me, and it's not really a bad or juicy secret. It's just a part of my life. I'm going to be reading Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows again this month, or at least starting it. And I will tell you guys, I have never reread this one before. This is the only Harry Potter book that I have only read one time. And I am kind of sad because I remember, like, I was so excited for this one to come out, and it is so good. Like, this is one of the best ones. All of them are fantastic, but this one's so good. Never went back and reread it because I just thought, if I kind of forget about it, then maybe it's not really over and it's not like the end one. But I'm going to be rereading it. It's like perfect because I only read it once, and I'm really excited to go back and read it because I know there will be a lot of this, like, small details that I don't necessarily remember. But I'm also really sad because I feel that feeling again that I felt when it was over for the first time, like it's ending again. I just feel like such a loser and a nerd, but I feel like just so sad because I love it so much. So I will have fun with that though. And I will be rereading that one, or at least getting into that one this month. And then in companion with that one as well, I am going to be reading The Tales of Beetle and the Bard, which I've never read before. So this one I actually have never read at all. I never even owned it. I don't know if I was just not really that concerned with getting it, or if I just didn't really, I don't know. I just never got it. And I've always wanted to get it. So I bought it a few months ago because I knew I would be rereading Deathly Hallows soon. And since I am up to that, it will be really nice to have it since it is incorporated into the story. So I'm excited for this one, and I love how cute it is and how little, and it's just so pretty. So those are like the major plans for June, and I know that's only 3 books, really 2 if you don't count Beetle and the Bard, but I don't know what else I really want to read for June. I've been in like this kind of like slump or like feeling where I have so many things and so much I want to read this summer, and so many books I want to get out of the way off my TBR, but I just don't feel like reading any of them, or I don't know where to start. I think I may get Bloodlines by Rochelle Mead because I love Vampire Academy, and it's definitely one of those series that is really good about getting you out of a slump, and I love Rochelle Mead's writing style, so I feel like that will be really good to kind of get me into something else, especially if I'm like post Harry Potter depression or something. I hope you guys are all out on summer break. I feel like everyone probably is for now, or at this point most people should be. So if you're not, then hang in there. It'll be here soon. And I hope everyone else is having an awesome summer. And yeah, I should be back in a few days with another video, but thank you guys as always for watching. If you want to keep up with me on Twitter or Instagram or Facebook, all of those are linked below, as well as links to all of the books if you want to read more synopsis or buy them or anything like that. And I guess that's it. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!